Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear. We're going to take a look at some Loctite products today. These are all the Loctite versions that we offer through the website. If you're doing any kind of air fittings for your paintball guns, screwing in macro fittings, or you want to put set screws in that you don't want to vibrate loose, but you don't want to permanently lock them down, there's a couple different levels or versions of Loctite that you could possibly use to give you the ability to still adjust but not lose screws, or to set things down where you would have to heat them up to take them out. So in front of me, we've got a couple different ones here. I've got them laid out by number, really, from highest to lowest. Not always does the number mean strength on these, though. Like the 222 that we have right here, this is a purple Loctite in color on the inside. So when you were to squirt it out, it would be purple. And then we'd have the 242 and the 243. These are all like a medium strength, except for the purple is kind of a low strength. So you could put these on to set screws in your triggers, or any kind of the clamp on your feed neck, things like that you want to be able to adjust or move, but you don't want to worry about them backing themselves out through vibration or through constant movement. So your low strength ones would be good for that. Moving up a little bit higher, what do we got? 260, 262. These are going to be your reds, and they can be like medium to high strength versions that usually require some sort of heat to get them to break down and take off. I use the red for frame screws every once in a while that have maybe a little bit of stripping going on if I can't helicoil them out. For regulators for tanks, because you don't want the tank regulator to back itself out and come off of a tank. So there's your reds. Typically red colored are medium to high strength. And then also we have the greens, which are typically a permanent to high strength and going up. They do break apart a little bit differently too. Typically when you break apart a red lock, they tend to be a little bit gummier. It doesn't shatter, I should say, when you take it apart. The greens, when you break them apart, they tend to fragment, and they kind of break like glass almost. They shatter rather than just get gummy and weird when you take them apart. So when the reds come apart, they don't like to unwind as quickly. When the greens come apart, it's a little bit easier to thread them out. But for reds and greens, typically you do need to heat them up to get them off of whatever application you're using it for. So if you need to lock some screws down, or you want them to keep from vibrating out, there's a whole bunch of different versions. You can take the number on the bottle, you can just throw it into a search engine like Google and just put in Loctite 262 or 271 or 290, and it'll give you that breakdown of what exactly each one is used for, what the appropriate loads for, and screw dimensions that you shouldn't exceed when you're putting it on there. So check them out through the website, Loctite thread locking products. There's all sorts of ones available, so check the website for availability and order your Loctite through ansgear.com.